Finger's fault.
We did it. Wait, 1, 2.
You are live.
Now we're live.
There we go.
What people don't realize, because you just see us, we actually have 3 phones right here, because when you do a live here at Fashion Crossroads Inc., you do one on Instagram and Facebook, and then I have mine, so I can do it to my followers on Facebook. So that also might explain, too, if you're like, why are they not looking exactly at, that's why, because we're looking at one of the 3 phones.
3 different cameras.
Yeah, one of them. Hey, it's Prairie Wife from PrairieWifeandHeels.com, and it is time for my monthly hangout, Prairie Wife's Picks at Fashion Crossroads Inc. with Kylene. Can you tell them what your website is?
You said it.
Did I?
FashionCrossroadsInc.com. Yes. Yeah, she got it.
I'm always worried when I'm rattling everything off, I'm going to get it wrong. So in store, downtown, on 2nd in Casper, Wyoming, brick and mortar. Come and see all the things. And then you've done a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Making your website easy to see. The pictures are bright and light. You're actually going to see behind us the pictures that are on there. New arrivals is the tab that you're going to want to go to see what you're going to be seeing online and what you're going to be seeing here.
Yeah, right here, new arrivals, and then it'll drop down with all of our collections. So today's collection is called Stars, Stripes, and Soft Shades.
Should we dive right into why it's called that?
Yes.
Okay, so we had a big conversation when we were doing our photo shoot, because you'll see, hey, look, right there, me wearing the items, about what we want to call this. I feel like there's definitely an Americana vibe. You're the professional and said that this is actually referred to now in the fashion industry as Western chic.
Both.
Okay.
I mean, I think it hits both buttons, or checks both check
Yeah,
marks.
right.
Yeah.
And then the color palette is pastel.
Yes.
Which is perfect for this time of year. But I feel like it's not a little girl pastel.
No.
Like, I know sometimes, like, online, it doesn't quite read the way that it does in real life because of the colors. But this is not a little girl pastel. No. This is a looks good with every skin tone.
Yes, absolutely.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, like there's a lot of these that I feel like sometimes if you're more fair with the blonde and the blue eyes, pastels wash you out. These have enough kick where they're not going to do that.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to point that out right there. Okay. I love that these are the cropped look where it's a little boxier, but there's actually length to them.
Yes.
So those of us that are not 22 can wear this look. So is there one of these specifically you want to talk about? Because I was going to like hold one up and do the whole length thing.
You go ahead and talk about that. Yeah.
Okay, so I was chit-chatting with my cousin. She was asking for some fashion advice. She's going to a Fleetwood Mac concert, I think, or like a band that's like impersonating Fleetwood. Anyway, she wanted some help. So I sent her some pictures, and a lot of them had the front tuck.
Yes.
And she's like, I don't want to wear that. I don't feel comfortable showing off my midsection. And so what I told her, if you don't feel comfortable with the front tuck or wearing something that's tucked in all the way and bloused, what you want to pay attention to is where it hits you on the center seam.
Yes.
We'll refer to it as the center seam.
Yes.
I think that's the decorous way to do it.
I love it.
If it is below or at the bottom of that, it's going to make you look a little wider than you really are. You want it to hit halfway in between your waistband and the bottom of that center seam. So if you're going to leave something untucked, but you still want to look put together, pay attention to where it hits you. And as you can see, these crop tops are not really crop tops because they're hitting right there in the center of the center seam. Okay, pro tip right there.
Yep. And then also, you know,
because that's what you're doing too. Like I just want, like right here, right? You're not all the way down to the bottom when she's standing up straight, right? It's right there in the center. So even with layering, you don't get the bulk around the hips.
Yes, true story.
It's like you planned it.
Oh, well. I was like, what's going to be comfortable today?
Yeah, right.
The other thing, too, you all want to remember is you don't ever want your hem to hit you at the widest part of your body. So if you happen to be petite and wider through the hips, you know, you don't want this seam hitting you right where you're wider. You want it to be a little bit below where that widest part of your body is, and that'd be the most flattering.
Yes, yes.
But what we loved about these is that, like Kathy said, is still going to cover your tummy.
Yep.
But you still get that cute, little bit shorter look.
Yep.
look, and again, great for petites.
And this sleeve length is on drop shoulder
Yes.
and the longer sleeve. And again,
Elbow
people that maybe are not confident with the way their arms look, but they still want to have something that's summery and lightweight. Here you go. That's going to be covered with this. It also has metal details on here, and then it has the seam. What do you say where you can see the seam showing like
raw
that?
edge.
Thank you. It has the raw. See, she knows it all. It has the raw edge on it. So just fun little casual details. And then I love the seam in the back. Like I am a big fan. I don't know why. I just think it makes it like a little bit cooler to have the seam right in the back. And those are things that are on trend. So since we're doing tops, let's just do all the tops.
Sure.
You okay with that?
Yep.
Okay, so this one was my favorite of the bunch. First of all, USA, love it. It is not black, or excuse me, it's not red, white, and blue, so it doesn't just scream, I can only wear this on the 4th of July.
Yes.
Okay, and again, we've got those kind of more pastel colors. It's got the raw edging there.
The patchwork.
And it
kind
is
of a patchwork.
the softest sweatshirt material
It
ever.
is.
I had it on yesterday, and I don't know if I'm revealing too much, but the second I get home, like I change into sweatpants and a hoodie, and I'll wear that same thing for like 3 days, right?
Yes.
As soon as I get home, it goes back on. This would be the one
Yes.
that you're catching me living in.
Yeah.
And how cute would this be with biker shorts,
It
which
would
are
be.
super on trend right now. You don't have to, wear the shorts that your booty's hanging out. Let's just call a spade a spade. This would be cute with jean shorts, with longer jeans, and with biker shorts and Birks is kind of how I see this being styled.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, it's got that detail in the back. So soft. Just want to emphasize that again. How about stripes?
Yes.
What makes this okay for any body type to wear? What about these stripes and the way this top is designed makes it okay?
Well, first and foremost, it has a V-neck. So that is already going to minimize a bust if you're busty, which is something that women who avoid stripes, sometimes it's because they're busty. Second of all, the stripes are very soft. So they're not great big, huge, wide stripes that go across. They're broken up with smaller and medium-sized stripes and pastel colors. So all of those things make it a very doable stripe.
And while this is a lightweight fabric, it's not clingy.
This is actually linen.
Okay, so while it is a linen, it's not clingy. You know what I'm talking about? So is it the jersey that tends to cling?
Yes. Yes.
It's the bane
Cotton
of my
knit.
it's the bane of my existence. And even though this has white, I can tell you can wear a nude undergarment under it and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, no, like
I think that's important, right? Like that matters.
During the photo shoot, I couldn't see anything.
Which that says a lot because there's a lot of
lot
bright
of
lights.
lights. Yeah.
There's a lot of lights shining. Don't look too closely, okay? Anything else that you want to mention about the tops before we dive into the
Well,
bottoms?
you missed the horses.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Which is like one of the main things I was supposed to talk about. Okay, oversized is in.
Yes.
As you can see, I love that look because it's comfortable, but sometimes, depending on your body shape, oversized can turn into that schlumpy look.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And a
So-
lot of people struggle with knowing how to wear it.
Exactly. So this top right here, very generously sized. It has that Western chic theme we were talking about that's on point. It has the drop shoulders. It has the longer sleeves on it.
Blouson sleeve.
And oh, what was that again? Let them hear your
The
expertise.
blouson sleeve.
There we go. Her expertise there. It's got the longer length. But when I put it on, it overpowered me.
Yes, I
right?
bet it did.
There's a difference between slouchy, funky, and overpowered. It overpowered me. So here's two things that you can do if you love the feel and look of an item, but it's overpowering you when it's one of these oversized. Number one, roll up the sleeves. And that would even work with a sweater. So like this one right here, if I was feeling like it overpowered me a little bit, look at that. I can do that and it immediately
Completely
right. You
changes
see
it.
you see the difference there between the one arm and the other. So rolling up the sleeve, even if it's not a full length sleeve, even if it's a longer t-shirt sleeve, roll it up. That's going to make it a little more fitted. There's the front tuck, and then ties in the front are totally on trend. And anyone that follows me at Prairie Wife and Heels, any of my social media, you're going to see me tying stuff all the time because I like it a little better than the front tuck. It's more casual to tie something, but I like it better than the front tuck because sometimes the front tuck adds volume here.
Yes.
Even when you try hard not to, it does sometimes do that. So those are my 2 tips for if you want to do the slouchy but you're being overwhelmed by it.
Yes.
Roll up the sleeves, front tuck, or tie it up.
Yeah, great. And it was so cute on her. She had that little tie
It was really
on the front. It was adorable.
Yeah, I think we've got they can find the pictures.
You're going to be seeing all of the pictures that.
And videos.
Yeah, the videos, and then next week we'll start, or when do you start your videos? Will it be next week?
Yeah, whenever you start posting them is when I start posting them.
Now.
Okay, so you following us?
Yeah, you'll see her fit videos and her reels in all of these outfits too, which is fun.
Okay, democracy jeans. How about I take 2 and you take 1?
Okay.
Buttery soft. In one of the videos you'll hear me say, I don't know what magic it is, that they are buttery soft and they move with you, but they're not falling down and slouching or giving you saggy butt by the end of the day.
Yes.
I'm just keeping it real. I'm sure there's probably a professional way to say it other than saggy butt, but anyone
hold
that
their
wears
shape.
jeans, no, look at her go. They hold their shape.
Yes.
They hold their shape all day, but yet they're buttery soft and comfortable. So I am incredibly long-waisted and I have short legs and I've got thick thighs because I'm a runner. I'm not complaining. You just need to know your body type so you know how to dress it. These fit me perfectly as an ankle.
And not even tight through the thigh.
No, and I didn't have to roll them up.
Yeah.
Usually, even the regular ankle ones, because my legs are so short, I have to roll them up. These fit perfectly. So I just wanted to point that out to keep this in mind. If you are a taller gal, these obviously are going to fit a little bit higher up. But if you're like me and you have shorter legs, highly recommend these because you're not gonna be stuck at that awkward length with them.
Yes, absolutely.
You were talking about there's a little bit of a tummy tuck that automatically talk about all the pro things with these.
Right. So all of Democracy. First of all, we just love this brand. And I was telling Kathy that it really, I have like 20-somethings that wear it. I have 60-somethings that wear
my
it.
17-year-old daughter, I got that wide leg pair of these I took home with me last month, and she has worn them to school more times than I've probably worn them.
Yeah. So it's a really great jean. They're all regular rise, so you don't have muffin tops and all of that, but they're not crazy high rise either. They fit perfectly.
Comfortable. Yeah.
And they all have this tummy tuck panel. So this is like a mesh panel,
which you can't even feel or see when you're wearing them.
So there you can see. We've got this mesh panel. Sorry for my Instagram people. You're a little on the outside here. This great mesh panel, and it just helps you just hold in.
And you don't even feel like it though.
No,
it's not like you're wearing
really
shapewear or anything.
And then the other thing I love is they have this no gap waist. So you know when you put on jeans and they fit you in your hips, but like they're like way big in the back. These don't do that, and they didn't, did they?
No, they didn't. And I even was talking about it because I make jokes like I've had 5 kids. I'm in my 40s. There's not a lot of junk in the trunk. There never was anyway. Let's be real, but there certainly isn't now. But it gave me a good shape, and I didn't have that gap in the back. Which when you're running around or when you're trying to style the more cropped tops that are popular now. Some of us ladies care. I mean, I do wear underwear, but not everyone needs to see it. You know what I'm saying?
And they fit very true to size. Like all of the ones that Kathy was wearing were size 4, which I think is really good for you. And I wear 6, and that's what I wear and everything. So they're very true to size. So you can order them online pretty confidently too.
Especially with the fabric, because it does have that little bit of give either way.
Yep.
The colors.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Love it.
Is this okay for me to like randomly throw over here? Okay. I guess I could have just hung it back up where I got them from. But I like making a mess. Like I come in here and it's like a tornado. You're stuck like hanging everything back up. Even when I try, I do it wrong. So monochromatic is in right now, but it doesn't have to be matchy. So if you notice, I've got tan here, it's more of a cream here, and then my sandals go back to a darker brown. It's about the same color palette, the same color family, not matchy. And so in the new line, you're gonna find that same thing here. These coordinate, but they are not exactly matched, and that's what you want to do. It does just make you look a little bit more put together. That being said, I styled these by mixing it up because I liked this look a little bit better, where it wasn't, it just depends on my mood and for the day. So just kind of keep that in mind, that this collection was specifically designed to coordinate, not matchy match, but to coordinate. So when you're buying the pieces, you know they're going to work together. no matter how you put them together. Okay, this is another jean. It's just different. It doesn't have the raw edge like the other ones
Girlfriend.
do. It's
This
is this the girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like the way this one fits me. Again, I just have bigger thighs. I don't really have a waist. If you have more of that athletic or straight up and down build like me, I just really recommend the fit. They just hit me right.
They did.
And they're year-round jeans because they do have that ankle cut. You don't feel weird wearing them in the summer, but then also you can wear them in the winter.
Yeah, this is not sewn. So this little cuff is not sewn up.
Oh, I didn't even realize
so
that.
So you could absolutely unroll them.
Perfect.
And you have a straight leg.
Yeah, and then you can wear them with booties.
Mm-hmm.
I love the ankle length wearing them with the fashion sneakers. You'll see them in the pictures. I probably have too many pairs that we just don't need to talk about. And sandals, but it's easy to elevate with a chunky wedge.
Yes, absolutely.
These shorts came home with me because I loved the way they fit so much. First of all, they have the correct rise on them for my body. I am slim, but I have also had 5 kids, so I have loose skin. So sometimes we've talked about, I think last month is when I'm like, look at my muffin top. And that's because I've had 5 kids. I've got loose skin. Yeah. And these hit right where I didn't have to worry about it hitting in that awkward spot where it kind of made that loose skin. So I liked that about it. I loved the pocket detail here where it looks like it's a flap, but actually it's not. So it gives you that interest in the look, but not the bulk. I will say though, because it does have this flap, if you are concerned about the hippie and drawing attention to that, these are not going to be for you. But if you're like me and you wish you had curves and you wish you had hips, these are perfect. Any other things? Oh, the length too is good. Like it's the perfect, I have fingertip length, a little bit shorter than fingertip on me because of the way I'm built. It's perfect for doing stuff with the kids and not that people are going to be like, looks like she's working on her tan at the game, which sometimes I admit that is me, but not when I wear these.
I love the vintage wash for summer too.
Oh yeah, this lighter wash is
very good.
Perfect. And like how cute would it be with this, like with this, I love the loose sweater and shorts look. I know it's me, I know it's a me thing. Accessories.
Yes. So we've got these two, which you had in your, and very cute, work very nicely back in this collection. Yeah. So your classic sling bag.
Yep, your crossbody bag. It's the right amount where you can have your wallet, your phone, Band-Aids, your allergy meds, but it's not going to weigh you down. And it is, both of these all have, because we each like to wear a crossbody on a different side, and so it has where you can switch that back and forth. This one you can see has more of a like waterproof kind of, and then this has that
leather.
This has that leather look to it, right? Yep. So a little more casual, little more dressy, and then the new thing to do, so these thick utilitarian, I couldn't say that word yesterday, straps are in right now. You'll see them even on the high end purses. This is what they're doing. I love it because you can take this and just put your own little signature style to it, right? Just makes it a little bit more fun depending on what your outfit is like. Keep in mind, again, we are not doing the matchy anymore. Like you can if you want to, but it's okay to mix gold and silver. It's okay to have navy and black together. So you don't have to worry that there's gold detail on these. If your outfit leans more towards silver, no one cares anymore.
Yes, true story.
If you like the person that makes you happy. Yeah, it really is. It took a lot of pressure off not to like the belt, matching the shoes, matching the purse, matching the earrings. We don't have to do that anymore.
So this one we were going to talk about how you put this purse, this, and this. Yeah. So there you go. So
speaking of color palettes, and we don't have to do matching, so this works, right? You can see how this brings out the coral tones in here, even though it's not exactly the same, and the coral tone in here goes with the pink here, which looks great with this, even though, again, they're not exactly the same. So think more of color palette like you're at Home Depot and you're picking out all the different color schemes and everything like that there. Not matchy anymore, same color palette, a nod to each other. They can be acquaintances, not twins.
There you go.
Right, with the color palettes. And then do we want to do
the jewelry?
Yes, the jewelry. Are these all Kendra Scott?
Yes.
Okay. So another thing that had to come home with me because I loved them so much was these earrings. I got them in gold and silver. I just like how it's a hoop, but it's not exactly a hoop. It's chunky. It's got an interesting shape to it. I think that makes it a little more youthful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Then I love me a good hoop.
Yeah.
But I just thought this was youthful
it looks
but
really
dressy.
pretty with your others.
Right? And with work, like I could see this with a nice tailored top and blazer and a pair like anyway, so Kendra Scott earrings, and then these necklaces are all Kendra Scott. These are two different necklaces that we put together. This chain is trendy.
Yes.
So
chain.
thank you. She knows all. I'm like the chain, this thing here, and you know all the right words. Very, very on trend, and it just has a little bit of pop of color. This is kind of a Kendra Scott, like very people will recognize that coming a mile away in all the right ways.
And this pendant comes off.
Oh,
which is really nice. So you can have just have the chain if you want, or you can have the pendant. So
I'm
that's
a big
like a
fan
2
of that.
for 1.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Okay, and then tell them about that one,
Yeah.
which I loved that one.
So just so you guys know, layered is really, really in, and so this is a nice new thing that they did where they pre-layered for you.
So this is one necklace, but it looks like 3.
Pre-layered, yep. So you've got your paperclip chain, you've got your one with the pendant, and then your real nice thin chain. So like for, how much is this one? For $80, this is an opal. These are all 14 karat gold over brass. You've got the layered look without having to spend 3 Kendra Scott necklaces to get it, which is great.
So I put this one on there. I would make this one a little bit shorter so this hung past, but like look at how fun that is. So you have the different jewels, you have everything.
And that is really the, I mean, I have seen people that, I mean, literally they probably have 15 chains on all together.
As someone who has like 20 earrings layered all the time, that's my vibe.
Silver, gold mixed.
Exactly.
Everything.
I love that look because nothing elevates a white crew neck shirt better than this.
True story.
Or you have the Oxford and you have it one button down more and you have all the necklaces filling in that empty space. On point. I love it. I'm going to have to go home and do an outfit change. I've got so many different ideas right now. Anything else that, I know what we were going to talk about. Okay, it is graduation season. It is wedding season. It's have to be outside and look beautiful and cute in a dress and not sweat your brains out season.
Yes.
You just received a whole bunch of new dresses. Some of the red one is the one that it's in your window.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
It catches my eye every time. I think it just looks lovely. So we've got dresses here. So if you're looking for something for a wedding, whether you're just attending mother of the bride, graduation dresses, I highly recommend stopping here. And you have the shapewear. I just wanted to emphasize that if you are looking for shapewear, there are not a lot of places in Casper, Wyoming that have it. And you do.
And we let you try it on.
And you know it well.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem.
Yeah, exactly. So the line that we really love is called Shapies, which is from Canada.
Yep.
And we let you try it on. It's a bra and shaper tank all built in together.
And then you also just have the bottoms though. And you just have
a few things.
Yep. We've got the bottoms. Yep. Fabulous line, and all the ladies that work here, not just Kylie, know their stuff. Come on in, tell them what you need help with, and you have the strapless ones too.
Yes, I do
as well. I'm looking this way because they all are all right here, and you have some swimsuits now.
We do. We got.
I want to point that out. Yeah.
So Tribal is doing a brand new line of shaping swimming suits. So all of these suits, they're like, normal. They're not like way high in the rear, like
going
a
on with
regular
that, right?
woman can wear them. Oh my gosh.
You aren't worried about your teenager being mortified when you go to the beach because your booty's hanging out?
Exactly, but they have the shape
but they're
built
cute.
in.
They're cute.
Very pretty.
Like it's not your grandma's swimsuit.
No.
But if you're a grandma, you can wear it.
Yes.
And everyone will just be like,
yeah,
you look amazing. Where did you get that? And you can say Fashion Crossroads Inc. in downtown Casper on 2nd.
And they have molded cups. So, you're not going to be showing anything you don't want to show. So, really good. I was super excited about that.
Modest, cute, sexy.
Yes,
I mean, how often can you find that? Apparently right here.
Yes.
Any other sales? Anything else you want to let everyone know about before we do the awkward leave?
Yeah. So the only thing we have coming up is for Memorial Day, which is going to be here before we know it. And we have a special purchase of Liverpool.
Oh, okay,
That's going to be 40% off, brand new. So we're super excited about that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Anything else You've
Yeah.
got cute jammies,
Oh my gosh.
stuff for traveling. We've got shoes, cute
purses.
fashion sneakers. You've got
Yes.
fashion sneakers now.
Yep.
I'm looking right there at them. I like the khaki color. Is that
I know.
khaki?
It's kind of a green.
Can I use
Yeah.
you talk to them because I
Okay.
want to show because
We
this is
also-
when we talk about fashion sneakers, which we talk about all
Yes.
the time. This is what we mean.
We also have a ton of teacher appreciation gifts too. So if you guys are looking for that, that's another thing that you can come and get from us.
I mean,
Aren't
seriously.
they cute? Leather. And look at this. This is really fun. So the laces are stretchy. So the point is you don't have to untie them. You can just pull and stretch that lace.
But you can't even
and
tell
slide
looking.
them on.
You can't
Those
even tell.
ones aren't stretchy.
I'm like these ones
These
don't look
are-
like it.
those
That's
ones
because they're
are
not.
normal. Yeah, but so cute.
These
Love
this
those.
was a fantastic choice.
Yeah,
like,
I love that.
This was a fabulous choice. I mean, that would even look cute like with what
It
I'm
would.
wearing right now or any of the jeans over there.
Of course.
Okay, if there is any questions, if you have more fashion style, because she's a plethora. I kind of fake it till I make it, but plethora of knowledge here. Drop them in the comments. We continue to check. Remember, online you can shop Fashion Crossroads Inc. Go to new arrivals and you'll see everything that we're talking about. Yes, the sweater and these pants are from here as well, and don't forget the earrings, accessories too. I know we think about clothes a lot,
Yeah.
but you guys really
Like the whole thing.
do have it all.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, here's the awkward clothes.